All right, this is round 14. I currently need to win one of the next two rounds to hit my qualification. And like I say, that's going to be the biggest money bump. Winning both of them is only going to win me a little bit more money, nothing else. So winning one of these next two is big. If you haven't followed current Magic all that much, you may not have heard of Tristan Wild LaRue, but I can assure you he's been tearing it up. In the past year, 2 years, maybe longer. Who knows? He's qualified for Worlds. He's on like the best team, and he's playing Food, which is a very tough match. It is definitely one we tested. It's one I've played a lot in my life. I feel I know how to make the matchup winnable. I'm not saying good, but with lots of crackling drakes and my 3/3s that cost 5 mana and have prowess and stuff like that, just kind of hard to kill threats. Um, as well as the charms we decided to put in for this matchup. Opa's main idea there. It's certainly not a card that just wins the game, but it can steal a big squirrel. It can, take away oven, counter a key removal spell, draw you cards if you're running low. It just kind of does a lot. I feel like it's a winnable matchup. I think I probably win a lot more than my fair share of these matchups because I've played them in various qualifiers or on the arena ladder, and people just aren't playing their food decks optimally, which I'm sure Tristan will be doing. I may not come off looking so good here. I may, I may do a few things that are just pretty bad. I don't know. I trust his play in this matchup more than mine, but I have played it a lot, and I do, at least have a plan. Whether or not, it's the best plan in the world, I don't know. Okay. Well, that's a keep. It's not good. One thing I specifically remember doing a lot in this match is like killing something, be it like an oven in particular or something like that, while Luris is in his hand and he's just kind of able to like play it and get it right back. Or maybe I shouldn't have made that play, but like I think maybe one or two times I did it, he didn't just do that because he probably figured I'm just not an idiot, even though I am. We'll have to see when those come up, and then I don't know. It might have like my stupid plays may have actually made him play differently potentially. I don't got good five. He doesn't do anything though. They also would kind of force the issue sometimes, so maybe it wasn't as bad as I think in a few spots. This is just one of those games where he doesn't have an early trail, and he's got a lot of stuff that just isn't doing much. I don't know if I should have been able to capitalize on it any better. I do think I'm supposed to kill this goose, although I have no way to kill Aluris. Like, this is a turn where I don't know. Like, it's obvious he doesn't have a whole lot of proactive stuff. So I felt like I could just play land and pass. But maybe this is a turn I'm supposed to try to looting or something. But it's pretty clear my read of the situation. He's just gonna like creature here or something, and I'm gonna be way behind.
Announcement: the round timer started.
Yeah, and I can guarantee a Phoenix in play, but I think I'm just going to take a Ledger Shredder and put it into play. Yeah, and get rid of this Drake. I do decide to keep the Phoenix over the Drake, which I think is reasonable, but which obviously I don't particularly love. If he finds a Soul Guide here, we're in trouble. I think I just wanted to keep that Shredder, though. This thing's going to get big fast, or provide some value. So here's another spot. I'm not sure what I draw. Okay, now it's going to be easy. I was going to say I didn't know exactly what to keep. I am going to be playing into a meat hook here, though, kind of. This is a hell of a good turn now. It's possible I'm not even supposed to play this entity. Maybe now I can't kill Lurrus. Maybe that's bad. Keep that, I guess. If you can meat hook for 3 here, might still be close. I mean, I don't know. I've lost this deck out of nowhere. I could still be close to anything. Feels like I'm ahead at least. At this point, I don't have a whole lot of choices but to just jam stuff, I don't think. This I guess is a choice. Do I want to strangle this goose or just discard my strangle? I chose to discard it. I think that's probably wise. I don't remember if I played a land. If I didn't play a land, I would think I might bounce his. I might borrow back this goose, but he can sack it to the thing and fizzle it anyway. So I wasn't wild about that. I could have borrowed. I don't even think he ends up blocking. So I'm not so sure this other Phoenix is going to be that great either. He may have blocked. I don't actually. Yeah, I don't know. He probably did. Yeah, of course he blocked. So I could have done the borrower thing there. I mean, he's gonna oven it in a response. That would do more damage. I wouldn't have this Phoenix. There's the hook. He did it for one more, so even if I kept the spell, I couldn't have saved my guy there. I'm in bad shape if he finds a Soul Guide. I think I need to loot this turn. This one bird ain't gonna win the game anyways. I don't know about that. I do think I want it more than a channeler, though. I can just hard cast it potentially. I don't know, hard to say. I don't particularly like my looting there. Lots of food over there too. Can play like a squirrel. Yeah, pretty good. Well, that was a good one. Wasn't great though, huh? think I'm far behind again, honestly. I needed to hit with that iteration. I think I probably needed to realize I'm not racing 100 foods there. I just played Shredder, Heat, discard Phoenix. Try to find a barrage of draw spells to get them all back or something. I think that's likely a better line. I mean, I do have this den and this bird, so but yeah. Just gonna be dead to that cat after one big hit from this, I think. Even get another turn. It turns out it wouldn't have mattered, but I do think that I do feel like I didn't play that the absolute best. Needed to win that one, I think. Yeah, his hand was pretty bad, so I felt kind of rough about it at that point. Just need to take out like channelers, maybe looting, maybe some heat. Sometimes I lose one strangle. Or a strangle, yeah. I'll lose at least two of these guys. I'll lose a lot. It's easy enough. Those out. Probably got like one looting, one strangle. Maybe one looting here. I kind of like the Stormwing. It's hard one to kill. It's really hard one to kill. I didn't think verses would be appropriate. I mean, I've heard some talk about them against food, but it doesn't seem good to me. At least not in my deck. It might have been something I could have done there. I don't know. I got my 3/3 meat hook. That was rough. Worked on that iteration. It's good hand against him, really. Iterations. Unless he just comes out with a quick squirrel. Making sure it's his time going. You know, he's worried that. Not that I think time's a factor. I just want to make sure I'm connected. Because again, this is 1.5 times speed, so it felt like a long time. I was worried that a lot of people have been having arena issues. I didn't have any, but this is one of those times I was wondering if it was all me. That's really close if you keep that. I hate just using an iteration here. I guess I can kind of hate that. Now I'm kind of wishing I didn't waste my consider. A bunch of my 1-mana cards too. I wanted to find a way to kill that goose. Find a way to kill a goose. kind of weird. Like me using all these considers like that. Like if I was Tristan, you know, I would think like, well, he probably doesn't have a Phoenix hand. It just turned out I used one maybe sloppily and then drew the second Phoenix off of it. So maybe you don't go out of your way to play the crypt is free, but maybe you don't go out of your way to play the whatever Soul Guide Lantern. Yep, this has gone bad. Real bad. At this point, my mind is already thinking about like I may need to try to steal this squirrel to win this game. I almost think I need to dig for some answers, which is not something I would normally do. He's gonna crypt me anyways if he wants. Yeah, I like that discard if I'm gonna do that. Stupid squirrel's gonna go crazy. I like that he took it slow there. I mean, I don't know what his options were, but for me, that seemed pretty ideal with this hand. Can't fathom me playing a Phoenix going to be good enough here. Gets Dolores, crypt me. Replay crypt, grow his squirrel. What else can I do? I really don't know what else I can do. I don't know. I'm just gonna dream it. It doesn't do much. Maybe he gets a cat or something and I can steal a big squirrel at some point. Don't know. Or I can draw a breed maybe for the oven. We'll have to kill Lurrus. Just way too much to deal with right now. I didn't draw any of mine. What in the world? Yeah, I'm ecstatic. I mean, he doesn't know what my hand is, obviously. Again, maybe he has no action, but I'm ecstatic by that. I just expected him to, like, you know, play a lot of stuff to the board. I mean, I guess he doesn't want to play Lurrus till I get some back, but this is a good one. This is one of those spots where I'm vibrating an oven when he can get it back, but he can also get a goose back. It's a little different, and he has a crypt. I was kind of surprised he sacked his goose, but it stops me from strangling his squirrel. Make him pop this. Yeah. Shit, he can just replay the oven too. Playing pretty sloppy. I actually don't think that one was sloppy. He didn't crypt me. That was weird. I thought that was strange, but yeah. Kind of seems weird. He just wanted to get both of them exiled, I guess. Nature balls, okay. I think it had to be something. So the squirrel is up for grabs now. Only a 4/4, but it is up for grabs. Alright, go ahead and do it now so I can play the entity as well, which maybe that's bad because I'm going to get meat hooked. And I'm setting right up for that. If I don't draw this entity, I likely end up in a better position this game, actually. As weird as that is. Pretty good stuff, though. I have any desire for this Phoenix. Maybe not bird, I guess. What I'm worried about is meat hook, obviously. So am I going to want a Phoenix after a meat hook? Man, I don't think I do. So I'm going to draw iteration. Nice new hook. I'm remembering this game wrong, apparently. Thought he hooked me there. Yeah, is the kill spell for that, though? I just remembered that the thing died. Oh, they killed all his stuff, I think. I mean, I think I want to kill the goose. Which means I need to land, so I can't cast another spell. I do like taking the opt more than the shredder. I don't know about abrading this goose. I mean, it seems alright. Save this to play around a hook for 3 off the tops. I don't think he had a hook last turn. He's 1 to 7. Good chance I can kill him, I think. Maybe not. Less of a chance now. At 8, 8's a lot harder. Don't hit a land off of this, because I was thinking I could just play the Drake with my land I hit, but I didn't find enough stuff to kill him. I found enough stuff to get him to 1, actually, so it's as awkward as it gets. Shoot my own guy. I have to find another 1-mana card. Off of 2 opts. If I find a land here, I probably just keep it and play Drake, by the way. No, I didn't, huh? Wow. Then I found a tap land, so that's pretty much the worst. Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe I should have kept that island. Just played Drake. Man, I couldn't just cast the Drake because I would get nothing off my. I don't know. I don't think I could catch the Drake. Could have taken a Shredder instead of the Heat, but it seemed like Heat was about as good as Shredder. I'm fine with taking the Heat since it would kill him if I found that one other spell. I'm probably supposed to kill that cat in response to that oven. I think I was supposed to kill that cat in response to that oven. I do think that is the case. I don't know if I'm supposed to do anything crazy, like try to get this thing out. Just say like meat hook or no, I'd have to bolt fucking, no, I can't do it. I'm not gonna. I could have made 2 creatures here, but I think I guess I'm trying to do that if he meat hooks at the end of turn or something. I may have definitely. I should have bolted that cat though in response to that oven. When he cast that off. I think for sure. I think that would have made a big deal. That would have made a big difference. That might be enough to screw me right there. Just one of those things. How often are you supposed to heat a cat? I wasn't even thinking about it, but I should have been. Yep. like this order. If I find like something super good, I can opt right into it. Is a Phoenix possibly good enough here? That's what I'm wondering. Hard to tell for me. Because I can opt right into the Phoenix and cast it. I decided that it likely wasn't against these foods and cats. It's hard for me to do the exact math, but I don't want to find another Drake. I decided it likely was not good enough. Phoenix. I don't think it's good enough. It's the best chance to find a Drake. Maybe in a breed. Almost there, Drake, almost. Drake's trying his best. It's really against what I have, that's not so bad. It doesn't really matter, right? If you can't kill this Drake, I just have to live, but I might die to these lands. Certainly like another oven. This might be one of the games where I'm basically dead to an untapped land to activate both those things if you went for it or something. I don't remember. I think I might have had a game like that. Another meat hook. I mean, I might be dead anyway. I'm bad at doing this math, but another meat hook is going to be real hard to beat. So I need to find a counter off of my Drake and not die. I might need to draw my counter spells. And I do think this is the game where if he goes for it, now I'm gonna have to have him go for meat hook and not just try to kill me with yes, if he has an untapped land, I think I just die if he goes for it. Yeah, he makes 2 menace, guys. He can exile my graveyard when I go to eat one. If he has an untapped land, which I don't think he did. He's not going for to kill me with 2 lands. Pretty excited about that. Let's see, I gotta do the math here. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm just strictly supposed to block here. For some reason, a fatal push crossed my mind. He can sacrifice the thing anyways. It obviously doesn't make any difference. I think I'm just supposed to block, and I took a damage for no reason at all. One thing is he could meat hook for 3 if I block. I mean, I think he's probably going to just sack it. But there's maybe some world where he's going to try to meat hook for 3 and still get some value off a trail or something, but I don't think so. I think it's just a pure punt. I don't know. This could be a punt. I should block it because he can just. I should have blocked it. Oh, and I forgot the meat hook. Yeah, I was thinking it only dealt 1 damage, then it dealt 2. I was all frizzle frazzled. Should have blocked it. I guess he can meat hook for 1 less mana if I block it. I'm really bad against this cat deck. When you play an hour-long match, you have a lot of decisions to make. That's the only thing I can say. I don't know what he's doing now. It's not. It's obviously a hard matchup. I don't think I'm supposed to play Hearse. I mean, I heard that Hearse is like okay. I do think I want the other strength on the draw. I don't even understand how the cat works half the time without a Hearse. I can't be playing no Hearses. All this stuff. Maybe I lose 1 Phoenix. Could lose another looting, maybe. I don't really want 3 Lugos and 3 Phoenixes. She looks solid enough. I mean, I'm not going to nudge her on, I don't think. I have to keep this. It's decent at least. It needs more blue lands. A lot of options in this hand. When he does that, I don't think it's good to abrade Crypt anymore. Nothing that I want to kill. So I don't think I want to abrade that. I don't think I want to abrade that then. Guess I should just keep the opt here. I guess I'm up for an opt. See, this one I don't like. I don't know. I don't hate it, I guess, but I don't like it much either. Why do I keep doing that with Luris over there? Because I'm fucking terrible, I guess. I think I have to put the bird in the graveyard. I do see the Crypt behind you, but yeah. At least he's only going to get one of the 2 things back. I figure I want to make him use that. Bird Shredder, right? Seems like an easy shredder here. He doesn't like to use his scripts, which is fine. I mean, that's all I'm getting out of this thing. I thought. I think it's just Jam Drake here. Yeah, good boy. Maybe he can't hook for 4 this turn? Oh, he can. Yeah, that one I don't block. He didn't use his oven. I guess he did. He already had a food. Oh, he wants extra damage from the hook. Pretty much need to kill that oven to find a breed. If I have time for all these iterations. I could put Island in my hand, I guess not. Oh, looky there. I mean, I could have stole it with the charm, I guess. Maybe I should have thought about doing that. Probably should have at least considered that. Likely was just the play. Drake to hand, play Shredder. I'm going to play Ottawa, huh? Oh, yeah, because I can keep up a counter. No, this is definitely right. And I don't mind an untapped land. Time to draw a card. Oh. This game will get my asshole puckered, that's for sure. Wild game. Yep, I like it. Play this Den and the Phoenix. I mean, it's what you got. Got to do it. At 19, it's going to take a lot, though. I think that's a definite counter there. It's a hell of a game here. I think I can send both. At least into the den. I knew that. But I'm like, do something stupid. Gotta try to end it. You know, sad. Alright, if he can't kill me, I like my chances next turn. Squirrel. Dead to most things. Well, dead to less things now. Come on! So this gets interesting, honestly. Because I can't quite just kill him. Looting for sure. Oh no, am I one off on that? Iteration. I can do 13 with what I know about. 12, 13. I could take this untapped coast, though. Draw any one drop out of the next 4 cards, that would just kill him. 3 timeouts. I don't think I can just play a Drake. That's ridiculous. Drake isn't going to do anything. So I have this option that I could, basically any 1-mana card, I kill him. So now this is pretty obvious I'm going to discard the 2 creatures here. But now I've drawn a counter spell. And, it's not a whole lot of things that he could have that he didn't play last turn. That are going to matter much. And maybe a meat hook or something. What's going to happen? I mean, this is... I basically have to decide if I want a looting again. I'm obviously keep the counter spell in my hand, but I can looting again. I'll get this this Phoenix back, and then if I find another 1-mana card, he just dies. But I decide I'd rather just keep my counter spell. Now it's going to be pretty obvious to him, I think, that that's what's happened. Since I decide not to looting and get another Phoenix.
Now I've drawn a counter spell. Well, I don't think he's got anything.
I don't figure he has anything. I figure that he's only drawing one card. I leave back this 1/1 for God knows what reason.
Either.
But I figured it didn't matter if it attacked, but maybe it did. Oven.
Yes, if a creature in play to
I don't think he's got two creatures in his hand.
Colony Gardens.
So all his colony gardens are in play, like I say.
That doesn't kill me. What would he just kill me?
I just don't feel like the oven is something I need to counter.
Can't think.
But I just want to check his list, check his list, check his
Another Cauldron Familiar feature. I guess I let it resolve. The rope is getting to me.
Now he thinks for a long time, which I think he's just trying to hope that I mess up, basically, when he casts this next spell. But like it's fairly clear when I start to think about it that you know he likely had that spell and drew this oven. And that I don't think that this is some elaborate bait. Because really the only card I'm going to die to is like a cat. And there's no way he had a cat and oven in his hand last turn and didn't just play them with three untapped mana. But I think he's probably trying to psych me out a little bit here, which is fine, obviously.
Yeah, I have to counter that. Going to at least, right?
Instinct was to snap it right off. Then I decided to think about it a little bit. There's just no way he's holding a lot of stuff.
I used to believe that's bait.
Yeah. Even a meat hook now, if that's the card he had, doesn't even kill the entity. There's just no way.
Let's go!
I get pretty excited about that one. I'm sure I got pretty lucky. That played out well. I didn't make too many mistakes, I don't think. That was a big round that qualified me for the next one, so that was a big one for me.